Hey gang, welcome back to Pretty Girl Gang TV, where we do nothing but conduct pretty girl business. Okay, I'm your girl, your favorite girl in the entire world, Janina. And I'm back with another video for you guys. Today's video, we are going to be testing out the trending Jeffree Star times Morphe collab palette, okay? I also have the setting spray as well. Now, this collab also came with some other things, but these are the two things that I only purchased. The other things that came with this collection were another brush set. Now, Jeffree Star originally came out with the brush set with Morphe, I believe, a year ago, and they went really well. I actually have those today. And I also got the sponges from last collab also, but that's what the entire collection came with, around 2 of sponges and around 2 of some different brushes. But I didn't get those. I just wanted to get the palette and the setting spray because I love Morphe setting spray. And so when they came out, of course, with the pink strawberry one, girl, I had to purchase that. So in this video, we're gonna go ahead and test the palette out. We're also going to test the setting spray out. Now, I already have my base makeup on, okay, which is abnormal for me because I like to do my eyes first, especially with a new palette, because you just don't know, girl. You just don't know if the palette's gonna have major fallout or not, and you definitely don't wanna ruin your base makeup. So since I already have my base done, I'm just gonna throw on some setting powder underneath for insurance, and we're gonna pray to the makeup gods, okay, that our base does not get messed up. So if you guys are interested in seeing how this palette performs, keep on watching. I'm going to powder my under eye. So now that we're powdered down with a little Laura Mercier insurance, girl, let's go ahead and get into this palette. Now, this is the palette out of the box. It looks exactly like the actual sleeve it came in. It's having this really cute pink Barbie moment. Everybody knows that Jeffree Star loves pink. I love pink, so naturally I gravitated towards this palette. I also gravitated towards this palette, girl, because check this out. The colors, and it also has a giant mirror, this huge giant mirror. I don't want to blind you guys with my lighting, but this mirror is huge, and here are the colors here for the palette. I travel a lot, so not only do I appreciate the giant mirror, but I appreciate these colors, girl. Like, this is why I went out and bought this palette, because I feel like it's a multi-use palette. There are so many colors in here that you can use it for a daytime look, a nighttime look. I feel like I would carry this with me and I can create all kinds of looks with it. I don't have to bring multiple palettes. I don't have to bring multiple single eyeshadows. This one palette will like definitely suffice. The only qualms I have with this palette upon looking at it is I feel like they could have put a pop of yellow or a pop of like blue. I see every other color, pink, a rich brown, black to darken up your look, some shimmers. Ooh, we also have this glitter called Millions. Girl, that color right there. We have a pressed glitter, we have neutrals, we have some greens. I'm really appreciating this color story. Jeffree Star truly is an inspiration when it comes to makeup. He dabbles in color all the time. I don't own any of his actual eyeshadow palettes, but from what I see on Trend Mood and Instagram and YouTube, they're so colorful, they're so vibrant. He literally dreams in color, so you can tell that he really took his time with the color story of this palette. I'm also shocked kind of that this palette is just like a regular rectangular artistry type of shape, because normally with what I've seen with Jeffree Star's eyeshadow palettes from his brand, they're like shaped like coffins and alien heads, girl. So I'm pretty shocked that this is just like a regular square rectangular palette. I figured that he was gonna make it like, you know, some type of shape, because he's always kind of like outdoing everybody with the packaging and the shapes and everything else. So, now I'm not gonna swatch all of the colors because there's so many, obviously, but I will swatch a few so you guys can see how they look against my skin. Okay, so I'll go ahead and swatch Self Made, just because you guys know I love pink. Ooh, and it's very buttery also. Okay, let's do Self-Made. You guys know I'm not a perfect swatcher, but that's Self-Made. Let's also see this purple color called Mogul. And that's Mogul. Let's also swatch this green called Nate. Now, if you guys don't know, Nate is his boyfriend, so I'm guessing maybe Nate created this shade, or maybe this is Nate's favorite color. And it's kind of like a green color, so I'll swatch that one. And all of these shades are so buttery, you guys. Let's also swatch this black. So I feel like black is kind of hard to get. Let's see how Morphe did on the black. And the black is called Fast Lane. And we'll swatch it here. So the pigmentation is there, okay? The pigmentation is definitely there. Oh my gosh, I got powder all over my dress. Ugh. You guys see a little fly flying around, forgive me. I had a barbecue yesterday for Labor Day weekend, and people kept walking in and out, closing and opening my door, and like a fly flew in, so he is just everywhere. He just won't die. I didn't spray him with some spray, girl. He just won't go down like Titanic. So we're gonna pretend like he is not here, okay? So now that I have you guys all zoomed in up close and personal with me, okay, I am going to prime my eyes with my Holy Grail eyeshadow primer currently at the moment. It is the Sigma eyeshadow primer in the color Ignite. I love this eyeshadow primer. It is my holy freaking grail right now, okay? So I am going to just prime my eyes real quick. I'm trying to decide what look I want to go for. This palette has so many colors, so many choices. I am like overwhelmed. So I think I'm gonna do maybe like an orangey color. I don't know, maybe try like an orangey. I did a purple and pink look last time. I normally do a lot of pink and purple looks on my eyes. So I'm trying to branch out into more colorful looks. So we'll go ahead and try like a orangey type of look. We'll just see. We'll see what happens. Now I'm gonna take this little brush here by Bella Cosmetics. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of flat, but it has like a raised top here. I'll show you guys how that looks. I like this brush because I feel like I can kind of slide into my crease with it, and it just helps me get into that crease there. So I'm gonna take that brush and we're gonna dip into Mr. Diva here. And woo, a lot of color. So we'll go into my crease here. And we'll start just creating that transition. And these colors are very buttery. I don't like when eyeshadows are like very powdery, because I find that that gives it fallout also. And then it just gives off a dry type of feel and appearance. So I like how these colors are very buttery. And that's just kind of like a burnt orange color. And this is a very pretty burnt orange color. Very pretty. Next, we're gonna use Jeffree Star's JS6. This is his first brush collaboration with Morphe, and we're going to dip into this color Boss Angeles right here, and we're just gonna go a little below that transition color that we used and right around here. And what a pretty orange. This is really pretty on my skin tone. I like it a lot. I'm also not gonna put any additional product on the brush. I'm just gonna take what I have there and I'm gonna kind of drag it out for like a wing look. I kind of like when my eyeshadow is kind of dragged out a little bit here. And we're just gonna work it up just a tad bit, just to make it a little dramatic, because I have like very slanted eyes and I like how this look looks with my eyeshadow. And we're gonna take a clean blending brush. This is clean, it's just stained because I use a lot of pink pigments, but it is clean, I promise. And we're gonna go back into that Mr. Diva color here, and we're going to blend out those harsh lines there and just kind of get the color back, because I feel like we kind of lost it a little bit, the transition color up here. And I'm gonna go in with this brush that I use for my inner corner. It's really, really small. And I'm gonna go in with the black. I'm gonna go in with Fast Lane right here. And I'm gonna just create some depth right here in the outer corner of my eye. And we're gonna build the black up very slowly, because with me, black can go wrong really, really fast. So we're gonna just dip in a little bit and kind of work our way up. So let's dip a little bit in there. And I'm going to kind of go here and just making a small corner there, as you can see. And this black is very pigmented. So I'm just drawing a little tiny wing, and I'm not going up very far. Now I'm going to take the JS5, one of Jeffree Star's original collaboration brushes, and I think I'm gonna go in with the color Calabasas right here. It seems like a very rich, like burgundy orange color, and this is how it looks. And we're just gonna use that, and we're gonna go all over the lid as well as blend out this black here. So I'm just gonna start here, and we're gonna kind of blend it out. And also take it all over the lid. And we're actually gonna cover it, okay? We're gonna use a lot of it because we're gonna need it to blend out this black girl. And I'm just gonna take my time and really blend out this black. So I'm gonna blend it out, and I'm gonna kind of drag it out a little bit just to this point, the black, just so we can kind of give us some depth in our eye look here. And I'm really taking my time blending out the black, so I'll probably speed up this process for you guys. It's just dragging the black kind of up here a little bit, not all the way, but just as far as here, and just really blending it out, creating that depth look in the eye look. Okay, so now we got that black all blended out, girl. I think I lost my second color, which was the Boss Angeles. So I'm gonna go in with Boss Angeles again on the same brush that we used to put that second color on, and just kind of go over the color again and diffuse the harsh line between Boss Angeles and Calabasas. So again, we're dipping into Boss Angeles, and we're just going to go over that color again, at the same time diffusing the harsh line and further blending out that black. So far I like the look. It's kind of like sunset vibes. All of the shadows are blending well, they're showing up well. I'm not getting any patchiness, so that's good. The black was super pigmented, girl. You saw how much I had to blend, so the black has good pigmentation. That's good. So far, I'm really liking the look. Now, I want to put a shimmer on my entire lid to go with this look, but I don't know what shimmer I'm going to choose. I have a few in mind, and I will swatch them on my finger for you guys. This one right here is called Dog Mom. So let's swatch that on my finger. This is how it looks on my finger. Ooh, very pretty. Let's swatch it on my hand. That's how she's looking. It's like a pinky nude type of orange color with like some orange undertones. There's also another shimmer in here that I'm thinking about going with, and that is named 2 right here. And let's see what that looks like. This is how 2 looks. Ooh, it's very like pinky, reflective, purpley. Let's swatch it on my hand. That's 2. So I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go with 2 or Dog Mom? I think I'm gonna go with Dog Mom. We'll go with Dog Mom. And I'm going to use my little silicone brush here from Sephora. This is a Sephora brand silicone brush. And you guys know I like to use shimmers on a silicone brush instead of my finger. You can use your finger's the best way, but I feel like silicone brushes pick up shimmers really good as well. So I'm going to use my silicone brush and pick up that color Dog Mom. And we're gonna try and put this all over our lid here. So let's see. Okay, that's cute. I think we'll put that there on our lid. It's really reflective and cute. I'm not gonna go all over my lid. I thought I was going to, but I think I'm gonna stop right here. Ooh, stop fly. Stop, fly. Oh God. Spray your ass. You ain't gonna want me to spray you now. And it's so crazy, you guys. Like, this shows up in the pan as like kind of a orangey color, the color Dog Mom, but it's actually like a pink. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. It's actually like a very pink frosted type of color. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I think it adds a little pop to the eyeshadow look. Now we're gonna finish the eye look with the lower lash line, and I think I'm going to take Boss Angeles and Calabasas and throw that underneath my lash line. So I'm going to use this little tight lining brush here, and we're first gonna dip into Boss Angeles, that second color that we use, and we're gonna go in our lash line here. And same thing with Calabasas. We're gonna go into Calabasas with the same brush, and I'm gonna take Calabasas and sweep it across my lower lash line. I'm gonna take my little Bibella fat brush with the little point on the end here. I don't know if you guys can see, it has like a little point on the end, and I'm gonna kind of smoke out my lower lash line with those two colors. Hey guys, I'm back. So I threw on some dramatic lashes and a lippy. Now here is my final look. Before I get into my final thoughts regarding the Jeffree Star times Morphe Artistry palette, we are going to use the setting spray that also came with the launch. Now this is Morphe's continuous setting spray. It's just in collaboration with Jeffree Star. The actual bottle is pink, and it's supposed to smell like strawberry or starberry, so it says on the bottle. So let's go ahead and try this bad boy out. Okay. Honestly, I don't know if I like it. It smells like an artificial strawberry type of smell. It doesn't smell like, you know, kind of like a good strawberry smell. It reminds me of like a Pez candy. If you guys know what Pez candies are, I hated Pez candies. I'll insert a picture here on the screen so you guys can know what a Pez candy is if you don't know what Pez is. It reminds me of that Pez artificial smell. So as I do love Morphe's Continuous Mist, I'm not sure if I'm really in love with this one because of the smell. It's just, and the smell is not too much, so if you're like, you know, triggered when it comes to fragrances, the smell's not a lot, but I don't like that smell. I feel like they could have did better with the strawberry smell, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, back to my final thoughts on this palette. Now, I do really like this palette, guys. It gives us everything. I feel like I can travel with this palette. Like I mentioned, I travel a lot. And Morphe actually gave us a mirror in this palette, okay? Like normally Morphe palettes don't have mirrors, and that makes me sad because I do want a really nice mirror because like I said, it makes it easy to just do your makeup wherever you are. And I really like that they gave us a mirror in this palette. I'm loving the packaging because you guys know I love pink, so that's a given. The only qualm I have with this palette, I mentioned in the beginning, I feel like they should have put a yellow or a blue or maybe even both in there. I feel like that would have just completed the whole color scheme. It has pinks, it has nudes, it has a black, it has a brown, it has oranges. I feel like we needed a blue and a yellow. I feel like that would have really completed this palette. It would have gave it multiple other looks, even though there's like so many looks that you can do with this palette already. I just feel like it would have completed the overall palette. Now, when it comes to the shades, girl, you saw how pigmented they were, okay? Morphe never disappoints with pigmentation though. I don't think I've ever had a problem with any Morphe palettes not being pigmented. And you know, they had Jeffree Star on board with this. And like I said, I don't own any Jeffree Star palettes, but I see other people's reviews of his palettes, Trend Mood, everyone else. His palettes seem to be bomb. His formulas seem to be bomb. So I know he put in his 2 cents when it came to making the pigmentation and like the formula of these shadows, because these shadows are actually really good. But Morphe shadows are always good. But I will say about this palette is that the shades seem like they're more buttery. Like the shades seem to be more buttery. They seem to be more soft and silky than the normal Morphe palette. Now about the shimmers, I feel like the shimmers are kind of deceiving. The Dog Mom one that I had originally swatched, it looked like a nude orange type of light peach color, but when it goes on the lid, as you can see, it's like it turns into like a pinky frosted color, which is okay. I like that, but I was expecting the nude peachy color because, you know, I went ahead with the orange look, so I really would have liked the nude peachy color, but I still like the look. It came out great. The thing that shocked me the most about this palette, girl, was the black. Because black is normally a hard shadow to grasp. When I use black, sometimes they're very chalky. You have to build them up. But this black in here was great. Like one swipe and that was it. That's all you need. So I appreciate this black. This is like a really black also. It's not like an off black. It's not like a charcoal black. It's like a true dark black, and that's something that I feel like I needed. I don't have a really good black in any palettes that I have, and I have a lot of palettes, so I feel like this black is a really good black in here, so I appreciate the black. Also, I appreciate the price point, okay? Because you know I'm cheap, girl, and from what I know about Jeffree Star Cosmetics, his eyeshadow palettes are pretty expensive. So for this eyeshadow palette to just be $35 is a steal, girl. It is a steal. Plus, Morphe has all those codes. Everybody has a code to use. Also, Jeffree Star does. You can use code JSTAR. I'll put it in the description box. I'll probably put it on the screen so you guys can know it. And you also get a percentage off that. So I think I paid about $32.56 for this palette after the code. I mean, the price point is great. You cannot beat the price point, but Morphe always has a great price point as well. So I'm glad that Jeffree, even though he has his own brand, I feel like it's so good that he can collaborate with Morphe and there's no like competition. I feel like the beauty community should be more into just everybody getting along and collaborating with everybody. It's all about makeup, you know? And that's it. Those are my final thoughts on this palette, girl. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button, comment, subscribe to my channel, girl, if you want to, girl. If you want to, no pressure, okay? And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.